Hans and Gayla are falling in love. It's the spring season. The blossoms may be already bloomed, but with frogs in the ponds, mahi-mahi off the pier, and scorpions lurking near, these two cuties are getting real close and personal. My villager's playing hide and seek. But dude, it's time to emerge because a new month is upon us and there is so much newness coming to the game. And today, we're talking about all of it. I'm giving you the comprehensive guide to the month of May in Animal Crossing New Horizons. All the fish, all the bugs, all the features and events. There's 3 of them. And it's going to be an awesome next 4 weeks. Think of this as Nook's Almanac. He won't give it to you. He keeps it for himself, but I'm going to spill the beans for the Northern Hemisphere, for the Southern Hemisphere, for every AC player. And welcome to all the new subscribers. I love you like I love my artwork, front and center. Even if you've got an odd eyebrow or 2, I will not throw you to the blathers and let him do what he will with you. I'll keep you safe and sound because I appreciate you. And I love you guys a lot. Make sure to stay till the end of the video. We're talking the new events and features of the month. And I bet there are more than you expected. And they really are going to be a fun time. And we are going to search these ponds for one of my favorite new creatures that you can now grab. What's going on, everybody? It's Zach from SwitchForce. Hope you're all doing well and having a fantastic day. Make sure to smash that like button if you guys are excited for the next month of AC. And let me know in the comments down below which of these guys and which of these features you are most hyped for. The Killfish is actually a new fish for the month of May here in the Northern Hemisphere, and we're going to run through it. We're going to get straight into what is new. These videos that we're going to start doing once a month are going to help you prepare for what's coming. And the first thing you got to prepare for are the new fish. My favorite fish is at the top of the heap, and it's not even a fish, but it lives in the pond. The frog. The frog is super cheap, not going to be a big bell winner, but absolutely a heart winner because it's so freaking cute. And I love that you can have little frog pets in your house. We also have the catfish, the nibblefish, the angelfish, the bed of the rainbow fish, the giant trevally, and the mahi-mahi. Now that mahi-mahi is a big boy. He's a huge fish. The giant trevally, not so bad either, and both of them are going to rack you up 6,000 and 4,500 bells each. Now, I'll show you where the pier is in case you don't know. The pier is technically at the very end of your dock. And so you're going to want to make sure that you don't have like a lighthouse there or anything obstructing your ability to head straight to the very edge. Because when you fish from the pier, you're going to want to make sure you do it at the very end. And that'll be the way to acquire these big boy fish that are hiding out there in the deep ocean. Did you know if you catch a deep sea fish, these aren't them, by the way, but if you catch a deep sea fish, you'll unlock a diving suit and like a submarine for your museum. I had not seen that until recently. It's pretty freaking sweet. But let's pull this back up once more. There are some fish leaving after May. So these guys will still be here for this month, but if you're trying to complete your Critterpedia in the Northern Hemisphere, you're going to want to get a loach, a golden trout, and an oarfish before this May month wraps up because then they'll be gone for a while. You'll see on this chart, you can screenshot it. Feel free to take a picture. You got the shadow size, the location, and the time. Time is incredibly important. The frogs are so freaking cool. They're in the ponds. I love them so much. So here he is. Look at this guy. Just so great. A little frog. We don't have the froggy chair, but we do have the frog in hand. And he's squirming, he's worming, he's a little bit creepy. Slimy too, but oh so adorable. I've never had a small pet. I'm being perfectly honest. Who was that, by the way? Oh, Lucky arrived. Dude, my newest villager. Say hello to the coolest cat, aka dog, on the island. Lucky from Cozy Cove has moved into Peach Reef, and we have the best bugs and the tastiest fish. It must be because it's May, and we're ready to play with all these new critters. But frogs are in ponds. Ooh, is that the right bug? It is not. I'm going to show you. There's a bug that I keep catching that I think is the rare bug for the month, and it's not. It's that guy who is not rare at all. That's a citrus horn beetle. Not rare. But the frogs, they're in the ponds. You're looking for the small shadow. They're pretty easy to catch. Here's a very cute frog right now. I got one set up for you guys to see. Aren't they adorable? I never had a tiny pet. That's what I was saying. Dogs, yes. Cat, yes. Never had like a hamster or a frog or anything like that. My brother had a goldfish. It died real fast. Actually, it came back to life. It was like a vampire or zombie fish. It had an aneurysm/stroke and a hole in its head. It flipped upside down, and then I kid you not, 30 minutes later, it flipped back and reanimated. It was the freakiest thing. This month, we're introduced to the Great Purple Emperor balloon, the Queen Alexandra's birdwing, the banded dragonfly, the pond skater, the diving beetle, the violin beetle, the Rosalia Batesi beetle, and the Scorpion King. This is the biggest news of the month. So long, tarantulas in the Northern Hemisphere, and hello to scorpions for the first time. So in the spaces that the tarantulas would appear, when you're trying to clear out and make it a tarantula island, now you're about to make a scorpion island, which I think is pretty sweet. They're worth 8,000 big ones. That Rosalia Batesi beetle is what I was talking about. It looks so much like this other bug. I'm going to show you right up here. The citrus longhorn beetle and the Rosalia look very, very similar. The Rosalia is much bluer, so you're going to want to keep that in mind. It is spotted on tree stumps. That's where you're going to find this best bug of the month that's worth 3,000. The scorpion, obviously the better bug, but going to be a harder catch in terms of the ones that frequently occur. It's the Rosalia. We are losing the mole cricket after May, so grab one of those if you're trying to be a completionist. Now, the Rosalia beetle is what I've been looking for, as I've been telling you. I honestly have not found one yet, and I've spied a lot of stumps, but I have not spied one of those. This is the beetle that I keep catching that looks eerily similar, just black instead of blue. So you're probably going to make that mistake and probably think you got the rare one, and unfortunately, you did not. I also have the giant trevally. Say hello to him. He's a big boy, a large shadow off the end of the pier. The sea bass is also going to be very common at the end of the pier. I have so many of them, and they are not rare whatsoever, but here they are. The killfish is one that we talked about a little bit ago. He does not look harmful, even though his name is deadly. But honestly, of all the creatures and critters for the month of May, I think the frog is the hero, and I kind of want to have like 30 of them and run a room, a forest, a rainforest of frogs. I think that'd be so neat, because I've never taken you upstairs. We do lose the tarantula this month, which I know is a lot of people's favorite creature to seek out and to hunt. And we are gaining the scorpion. And while I have not been on a scorpion hunt yet, I do hope to gather a couple, and I might as well show you my secret room, because you probably do not know this about me, but I am terrified of bugs, especially spiders, cockroaches too. I've never taken you upstairs though, because something a little ridiculous is going on in my upper floor. Say hello to my tarantula horde. I'm not quite sure what to do with them yet. I'm not sure if I want to sell them and save them for a rainy day fund, or if I'm going to unleash them upon my enemy, or slowly but surely send them through the mail to Snooty. I do not know, but I do have quite a few, so I will not miss them, because I have a whole army of 8-legged arachnids ready for action whenever I call upon them. Now, I do want to grab some scorpions, so maybe we'll hunt for those in a future video. Right now, though, that is the list of bugs and insects for the Northern Hemisphere. I'm going to run you through the Southern Hemisphere as well. In the month of May, we've got a lot of things available, but the new stuff for the Southern Hemisphere, it's a much shorter list for bugs. It's the damselfly, the mole cricket, and the tarantula. They're losing the monarch butterfly, the long locust, the migratory locust, the rice grasshopper, the cricket, the mantis, the orchid mantis, the violin beetle, the walking stick, and the flea. So a lot of stuff to catch during May before it goes away, and a few new ones, including the very spooky and potentially eyeball irritating tarantula. Now, on the fishy side of things, we have a whole lot available, but the new is the bitterling, the blowfish, the tuna, the blue marlin, and the football fish, which is a fun name. And they're losing a lot after May in the Southern Hemisphere. The cherry salmon, the char, the golden trout, the mitten crab, the guppy, the neon tetra, the seahorse, the zebra turkeyfish, the barred knifejaw, and the ray. And I really like the ray. I do not have one yet, and I probably won't get one today, because I don't believe that it is available in May in the northern side of this good old sphere we call Earth. But that's what you've got going on the fishy, buggy side of things. Now, what about new features? What about new island events? We've already experienced Bunny Day, and Nature Day has begun. Jolly Redish showed up, Leaf has arrived. What else we got going on? Well, have a seat and let's take a look. Now, let's take a peek at the trailer that sent shockwaves through everybody's system right before the late April update, because it also focuses on May, and there are 3 big ones we need to discuss. One is ongoing, and that is the Nature Day event that runs until May the 4th. This is where you are tasked with completing Nature Day specific Nook Miles Plus challenges. Is there a greater purpose? Will Nook deliver an ultimate prize on May the 4th? I'm not so sure. I'd like to think that he would, but it might be that Leaf and all of the fanfare at the beginning of Nature Day was actually the big reward, and these are just fun challenges to complete. I do wonder if you complete a lot of the Nature Day activities, though, if something awaits you on May 4th. But nonetheless, we've got a simultaneous event, May Day, from May 1st to May 7th. Now, this one to me is incredibly interesting because it is providing the first modified and special Nook Mile ticket. Instead, it's a May Day ticket. Now, initially, we thought there might be a bunch of new mystery islands, but it looks like there is just one island. It's this one right here that houses a maze and a legendary NPC. Yes, Rover is back in Animal Crossing. What will he provide, or what will he say? What is his purpose on this island? It is unclear, but he looks to be at the end of the maze, or maybe at the beginning. He'll either start you off or reward you with some prize, and it seems like it's going to be the same island for everyone. One May Day ticket that takes you to that special place, and then Rover will deliver some sort of prize. Before we get to international Museum Day, this is a global affair on May 18th, I do want to direct your attention to this tweet that Tom Nook, the official Animal Crossing account, made. He said, "Hello everyone, today wraps up the month of April, which means tomorrow is May 1st, also known as May Day. I've prepared a little surprise for you since you've been working so hard to make your islands wonderful. Tune in tomorrow to learn more." I assume this is the May Day ticket that will take us to Rover's Mystery Island, but just in case there's more, I wanted to alert you now. Don't get too excited. I'm betting it's just that ticket, which, honestly, I mean, get excited. It seems pretty darn fun, but I'll be curious if they do wrap these events with anything. You know how at Bunny Day, at the conclusion, we got a bunch of stuff? Will Nature Day see a conclusive prize? Will May Day do anything different on the final day? Or will those events come and go and be a little bit less dramatic at their end? All right, let's resume our little tour of May. May 18th begins the beautiful International Museum Day celebration and runs till the end of the month. Now, this is fitting because the museum has got a recent upgrade, adding its art wing, but here in International Museum Day, we are going to be collecting stamps, and I assume these stamps are going to be for collecting fish from different parts of the aquarium. It says get in-game rewards through a stamp rally, and it looks like we've got the little Blathers icon up here at the top. It's a little owl icon that is going to be indicating these stamps and these challenges. I'm not sure if we'll have special Nook Mile type things as well, or if it'll just be these little stands within the museum. And it looks like you'll come in, if you do have a fish that fits that category, you'll stamp it off. So if you've collected a ton, maybe you already are ready to stamp off most of the spots right from the get-go. I do hope there are some specific challenges that must be completed during this 2-week period of May 18th to May 31st, and I hope that the rewards are fun. I wonder if there'll be statues like the kind we get from CJ when you trade him 3 fish, or if we'll get some sort of upgrade for our museum. That would be the ultimate. But I bet it's more along the lines of floorings or lamps or umbrellas or clothing pieces, things of that sort. Gayla, she was sitting with me. Now she's off to go, I guess, clean the plaza, which by all means, thank you so much. That's so kind of you. But those are the 3 main events. Now, I guess the bad news is I don't think there'll be any substantial huge shops or things of that sort added during May. We could see them, right? The data mine has talked about Dream Suites. Brewster seems to be coming at some point, but I kind of believe that May is going to be filled with these 3 events, and then it won't be until June where we see another significant addition to the island in the form of a character or a shop. Now, it was just revealed that apparently Nintendo is skipping the E3 Direct, so I don't know if we'll have an Animal Crossing specific Direct, or we'll just keep finding out about things via little Twitter updates and videos. I mean, I love the trailer for April, so I wouldn't be too upset with that at all. It's kind of fun to have a major Direct, obviously, but given the state of the world, it makes sense that they're going to have to skip it. But don't go expecting any major, like I said, new shops or new characters in May. I think it's going to be bugs and fish, and I think it's going to be those 3 events. And hopefully, May Day is cool. I don't know what Rover is going to provide. You guys have any theories or thoughts? He could give you just a reward. Will he come to your island in any shape or form and do anything? It doesn't really seem to fit his role based on what he was used for, what his responsibilities were in New Leaf. I'm not sure how that translates to anything on your island, really. Probably just going to stay residing on that May Day Mystery Island, but I hope he at least has a cool prize. And I hope that the International Museum Day yields some fun stuff as well. Maybe Nature Day will surprise us and give us a closing reward on the 4th, but I'm not so sure. Look, he is kind of spooky in the background. He's very cute, but when you see him from the distance like this, just kind of hiding between the trees, it's a little bit scurry. For now, we say goodbye, as that'll do it for the video. One more up-close shot of my favorite froggy friend, and you guys are honestly even better friends than this adorable amphibian. If you haven't subscribed already, what are you doing? We post the coolest, craziest Animal Crossing content each day, so make sure to turn that notification bell on so you're alerted as soon as the updates drop. As soon as that AC Nunu hits the airwaves, I'll be telling you. And the best way to find out is by ringing that notification bell. You can join our Switch Strong Discord server, link in the description below. It's a fantastic, fun, kind, wonderful place to talk AC, trade villagers, hang out with me, and maybe make a friend or two. We don't have any frogs yet, but we do have a lot of humans, almost 10,000 of them, I think, to be exact. But thanks again, everybody. I hope you're staying safe and staying healthy out there and are excited for the month ahead. May is going to be wonderful, and I can't wait to rock it with you and all my villagers and a few friendly frogs. So have a fantastic day. SwitchForce out.